घर पे ही हूँ मैं अर्नब भाई, और कहाँ जाऊँगा मैं अभी तो।
ड्रग्स माफिया के बारे में एक आवाज क्यों नहीं उसकी?
वो एक्चुअली थोड़ा सा ऐसा पर्सनल काम में बिजी हो गया था तो बना नहीं पाया, बट मैं आपको अपनी गारंटी देता हूँ, मैं बना कर रहूँगा। मैं पक्का बनाऊँगा एक सेगमेंट इस पर।
पर्सनल क्या, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ।
बस अब और नहीं हो रहा है, बहुत हो गया, चुप हो जा। मैं बना रहा हूँ, मैं बनाऊँगा, मैं कह रहा हूँ मैं बनाऊँगा, चुप। Shortly after Sushant Singh Rajput passed away, a nationwide discourse began about how important mental health really is. You know why? Because we only remember how important it is once someone passes away due to suicide. You know, it's almost like the undertaker of illnesses. But here's my thing. Somehow Kangana Ranaut came into the picture and pushed us 100 years back. And you wanna know why? It's because she said this.
है वो इस तरह से चला रहे हैं कि हाँ, जिनका दिमाग कमज़ोर होता है वो ये डिप्रेशन में आते हैं और सुसाइड वगैरह कमिट करते हैं। जो बंदे ने स्टैनफोर्ड की स्कॉलरशिप, वो रैंक होल्डर है इन हिज एंट्रेंस फॉर इंजीनियरिंग, उसका दिमाग कमज़ोर कैसे हो सकता है?
Yes, Kangana, you're absolutely right. I mean, after all, mental illness is like that germ in a toilet pot, and a bright mind is like the toilet cleaner, if you know what I mean. And with this, as a great man once said, began Indian media's tryst with journalism's tragic destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Midweek Update, Episode 8. Channels like Aaj Tak, Republic TV and ABP News turned into one of those YouTube channels talking about all sorts of conspiracy theories as to how Sushant Singh Rajput died. Aishwarya Kapoor of the Republic TV even went to the extent of just declaring Sushant Singh Rajput's death as a murder.
सुशांत सिंह राजपूत ने आत्महत्या नहीं की थी, उसकी हत्या हुई थी।
The way and the pace at which our Indian media channels conduct its own fantasy media trials, I will not be surprised if tomorrow Arnab Goswami is declared as the justice provider in chief. You know, considering the fact that S.A. Bobde is already the rider in chief of a Nagpur BJP leader's Harley Davidson. A little TikTok reference never really hurt anyone, does it? Except for China, that's a different issue. Then somehow our Indian media found Sushant Singh Rajput's real killer, which is why we'll be talking about her. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the woman of the hour, Riya Chakraborty. Sorry. Then this theory popped up as to how Riya Chakraborty performed black magic or Kala Jadoo on SSR and siphoned off all his money.
सुशांत की बहन मीतू सिंह ने बिहार पुलिस को जो बयान दिया था, उसमें सीधे आरोप यही लगाया था कि रिया ब्लैक मैजिक करती थी और उसने डर दिखाया और सुशांत का घर बदलवा दिया।
And I don't understand, how did this gain any precedence? Riya Chakraborty is a Bengali woman, and apparently Bengali women are amazing at doing Kala Jadoo. I won't stand for this, okay? This is a horrible stereotype. The only Jadoo Bengali women can do is with their looks. Well, you don't believe me? Look, I love me some Jadoo. Not this one, this one. Now that's some Jadoo I can get behind. But wait a second. Does Lara Datta not have Bengali roots? She does, right? Does that mean... oh shit. A story with so many twists, it literally puts M. Night Shyamalan to shame. Well, as it so happened, I was watching Times Now a few days ago, and while watching it, I wondered to myself, what am I watching? Is this Big Boss? Or is this the news? I mean, I'll tell you something. So as it happened, Navika Kumar of the Times Now just walked into the studio in live television, and then she came in with a bag full of evidences. Now what is this evidence? Apparently they were WhatsApp texts.
Drop everything. We've got some big stuff coming in.
Yes.
I've got a bag full of documents that we need to glean, make sense out of. sift through them, get them in order before we can put them in a cogent manner for our viewers.
Now, I don't intend to find out how they got their hands on in their WhatsApp on these texts, because God only knows. If these people expose my phone, I will go away to jail for a lifetime.
Oh fuck mother.
And then the most hilarious thing happened. There's a Times Now anchor who was deciphering this text from Ria's phone, and he came across a statement which said, "I am a bounce."
Some money never used it, but here's the reality. Look at this. This is IMMA bounce. What is exactly what we're talking about right now? This is chats between Ria and Jaya Saha. This is the bounce check that we've accessed here as well. Ria Chakravarti, of course, has been speaking to a particular media house. She, of course, had also...
This is exactly why I say you should have your interns do more work rather than asking them to get coffees and printouts. Like use their brain. You've hired them for a purpose. Come on, man. Well, you guys remember how I said that this case took a new turn every day? Well, as it turns out, Ria and Shovik, her brother, were procuring drugs for SSR and they were consuming it as well. I mean, who would have guessed? My point is that if there is one word that's more taboo than sex education in this country, it's drugs. So I'm telling you right now, yes, I'm looking at you. You know who you are. Delete your peddler's contact before your chat gets revealed on live television. Do it fast. And then guess what happened? Our justice provider in chief got a new toy to play with. And this is what he had to say.
रिया चक्रवर्ती बोलती है ड्रग दो ड्रग दो ड्रग दो ड्रग दो ड्रग दो मुझे ड्रग दो मुझे ड्रग्स दो वो कहती है मुझे ड्रग दो मेरे लिए गांजा लाओ चरस लाओ एमडीएमए लाओ एक्सटेसी लाओ अरे वहां पे प्रमाण है उसके पास.
I mean, it was just so puzzling to watch. What do we take away from this? Is this his cry for help and a good time for him to go to rehab? Maybe. Or was he asking for drugs from that stoner guy through live television? Well, that would explain his reporting from 2017, if you know what I mean. Or was he performing mimicry on behalf of Ria on live television? I'm like so confused right now. So confused.
और 50 रुपया कट ओवर एक्टिंग के वजह.
As it turned out, Ria and Shovik were smoking up ganja or marijuana. And as it so happened, the NCB or the Narcotics Control Bureau took charge of the case and arrested them, you know, as the legal procedure would say so. But here's a pro tip, and let me give that to you. If you ever want to smoke ganja or marijuana in a legal way, change your robes, go to a holy city, start chanting Jai Bholenath.
ये कम से कम नाना करते करते मेरा $1.5 रुपए का माल है.
However, 15 bills have been passed by the Rajya Sabha amidst the opposition boycott. But has that been covered? No. Umar Khalid has been arrested under the stringent UAPA Act. But has that been covered? No. Prashant Kanojia, a journalist from UP, has been arrested over a tweet. Has he been covered? No. Our economy has seen the worst GDP contraction of 23.9%. Has that been covered? No. The government does not have any data on the migrant laborers' deaths. It has no data on the number of mid-size and small-size businesses that have shut down. They have no data over the number of frontline health workers and the ASHA workers that have died. And yet, we continue to fuss about किसने कितना drug मारा, किसने कितना गांजा फूका.
क्या दीपिका ड्रग्स लेती है? दीपिका पादुकोण बताइए.
We have to consume more responsible media, and we have to demand more responsible media.